There's a few reasons I'd like to share my story. One, now I feel more freedom to tell my story with the recent changes to publication ban laws in Canada. Previously, there was that overhead threat of fines of up to $5,000 or up to 2 years in custody if I attributed the story to be my own. And that is a big hindrance on deciding whether or not to go public. When I did reach out to the media previously, I couldn't use my face, I couldn't use my own name. They had given me the name Nicole in the media, but I was forbidden to claim my experiences as my own. With those recent changes in legislation, I don't feel that threat is hanging over my head. So now I guess is as good a time as any. Another reason is every day I have this thought that there's someone going through the same madness, that the system is so broken and there's so many people getting lost, coming out the other side heartbroken, and it doesn't seem like there's anything anyone can do. But the one thing that seems to kind of be common in traumas and disasters and these sorts of things is community and sharing stories and finding something that you can connect with. Excuse the background noise. I distracted my dog with a bone and he's totally going to town. Another reason is how many women I've talked to that have experienced similar things. Once you hold space for someone to feel comfortable disclosing their story to you, it's kind of, your eyes kind of open up to how many people have truly been affected by this. I say the statistic is 1 in 3 women in Canada will be sexually assaulted. And I guess it's important to put a face to that statistic to really drive it home that it's happening daily, it's happening everywhere. Provinces are declaring intimate partner violence an epidemic. Like, it's a serious issue. If we said that 1 out of 3 airplanes were falling from the sky, there would be a media frenzy. 1 in 3 women are being assaulted, with sexual assault being one of the leading causes of post-traumatic stress syndrome in Canada, yet it seems to go ignored. So by sharing our stories, we're kind of saying that it's not ignored. Another reason, honestly, is just to let it go. Like, it happened years ago, and the trial drug on, and it just seems like I've been stuck in that dark place. And then for so long, I thought if I could just make it to 2020 and get through the trial, I would be okay. And then COVID happened, and it just kind of felt like a consistent downward spiral. So if I can put all the puzzle pieces together, somehow it'll make me feel better. We'll see. Then there's the reasons I'm scared of telling my story. Reasons why I'm terrified of telling my story somewhat is being accountable to my own feelings and to others, being vulnerable. That's one. And I did try to tell a little bit of my story as it was kind of happening, and I was just feeling frustrated, wanting someone to listen. I did try to put a little bit on Facebook because at the time I was totally fine with, violating the publication ban. I wanted to be heard. I wanted people to know what was happening behind the scenes with the RCMP and public prosecution and everything that was going on. But the comment section was really rough. Comments like this one here. I don't really feel like I owe anyone any part of my story. I'd like to share it, to connect with people, to change my life and my habits and my daily ways, but certainly not because I think I owe anyone part of my story. The reason my evidence and things that they were requesting wasn't provided at the time was simply due to a publication ban. There was the threat of up to a $5,000 fine and 2 years in custody for sharing my own story attached to my own name, my own face, and claiming my experiences as my own. They really weren't worth that risk.